Struggling with complex navigation in SwiftUI? Discover how the coordinator pattern combined with MVVM and SwiftData can make your apps scalable and easy to manage. This is the app that we will create. The user is able to add a new contact to the SwiftData database by clicking on the Add button. The contact I will now add is Smith, that has an email address of smith@aol.com. Click on the Save Contact button and then click on View All Contacts, and you can see that Smith has been added to the database. We can also like a contact. So if I wanted to like Smith or add Smith as a favorite, just click on Smith, click on Edit Contact, and then click on the switch, click on Save Changes, go back. As you can see, Smith now has a star that relates to a like. We can also delete a contact from the database. So if I wanted to delete Smith, all I have to do is swipe, and now Smith has been removed from SwiftData database. I can search or filter the database. As you can see, I typed in F and it locates all the names or contacts that includes the letter F. Or if I type in E, it locates all the names that includes the letter E, such as Fred and John Doe. On the main screen, it also shows the amount of contacts in SwiftData. As you can see, at the moment, there's 3 contacts in the database, and it shows the amount of contacts. That includes a like. At the moment, it is 2. As you can see, there's 2 stars there. In this tutorial, we will create a view modifier that will enable our buttons to have rounded corners. The advantage of using a view modifier is to enable the code to be reusable. So we'll create a struct called rounded button style that will include the view modifier. Within your project, create a new SwiftUI file. Name the file rounded button style. We can delete our preview. The next thing we need to do on line 10 is to add the word view modifier. So the view modifier is the protocol that we will use, and it enables the view to be extended. So we need to delete lines 11 and then type in the following: bar background color and that is a property to set the background color of the button. We also need to add a few stubs for our protocol. that's required. I think we have to add it manually. I'll just type it in manually. Func body content that will return some view. And then we type in content dot frame max width infinity and the purpose of using dot frame max width infinity is to expand the button to fill the available horizontal space. Dot frame height 50, and that sets a fixed height for the button of 50 pixels high. Dot background for the background color, dot foreground color dot white, so the dot foreground color sets the text color to white. Dot corner radius 12, and this creates the rounded corners for the button with a radius of 12. Dot shadow radius is 5, and that adds a subtle shadow for the depth and visual appeal of the button. So if we wanted to, instead of using the view modifier that I mentioned a few minutes ago, we could just copy lines 19 to 24 and then apply it to each of our buttons. But this way, as I said earlier, makes the code more reusable by using a view modifier. Next thing we need to do is to add an extension view, func rounded button style, background color, return some view, modifier rounded button style, and we need the second overloaded function, which is this one here, background color. So what we've done there, we created an extension which is here, and then on line 30 we created a convenience method to apply the rounded button style. We cannot find background color. This is the background color. Maybe I spelled it incorrectly. still can't find it. But what it is, I found the error now. On lines 30, I missed out the word color for the variable. So that should be background color. Yeah, that should compile now. Thank you for joining us. If you found this